Yo, what is up, everybody? Today I'm gonna be going over a trade recap of the trade that me and Gabe actually ended up taking together today. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Going into pre-market, this is the 4-hour 2 a.m. candle. If I show the 6 a.m. candle, obviously we're gonna see 10 p.m. and like we're gonna be able to look ahead. But let's mark out this. When I first opened, I saw this 4-hour gap here. We're also, I guess you could say, we're kind of reacting to this 4-hour gap as well. But I didn't pay too much attention to it because in my mind we kind of ran through it a bit, and then also like it's kind of going down just to go into this gap. So I didn't really pay too much attention to it. Also, I really liked it looks better on the 1 hour, so let's go to the 1 hour and let's go to the 8 to 9 candle, which is right there. And I really like this low resistance liquidity run right here. Basically market just putting in those highs, that way we can take them out and get some liquidity when we go up. Really like that. So overall, I was very bullish on the day. Some people were bearish. I don't know. I saw bullish today. So also this 1 hour gap as well, right here, that we were in prior to opening. So I really liked all of this. And then all you only have to keep in mind, like maybe like that 4 hour and that 1 hour gap. Once again, though, didn't really pay too much attention to it because if we're truly bullish, we're gonna disrespect it anyways. So let's go to the 15 minute. 15 minute, pretty much the same story. Also here we have our session highs. So that low resistance liquidity run was on the higher time frame up here. Eventually, that is my drawn liquidity. That's very long term. But for the day, same thing here. Low resistance liquidity run with session highs. So, I mean, I knew that market was going to go up to take out all of these highs, right? I mean, I can't guarantee it's going to go to the New York PM, to the Asia high, or even the London high. But I know we're bullish overall. So I was looking for buys entering onto the market. I go to like right before market open. So this is right before market open, 15 minute. I mean, looks the same. We're also in this 15-minute gap as well. So we're in a 4 hour. Price action is good when all the fair value gaps line up too. So I mean, I really like this. ES is kind of like the same thing. Yes, like we're kind of. It's not really SMT yet. I will show you the SMT though when we get to it. So yeah, I mean, that's what I was looking at market open. Going to the 1 minute. I have all these boxes on my screen. I'm just gonna keep up. I just want to keep up the Harley gap because to me that's the most important. But just remember, there's also all those other gaps here. Oh, ended up keeping. There we go. When we open up, price opens up, dump. All right, dump a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm watching. This is a very good setup here for me. We're already in those gaps right here. I have a fair value gap on the 1 minute, and the CISD is right on it. So I actually waited for the inverse fair. I normally trade IVG, but I also traded for the CISD just because it was right there. It's really good confluence. Also, we go on the 5 minute here. We go to ES. Wow, okay. Just don't load. It's fine. Go to ES. There's some internal SMT right here. These highs. It's a little bit weird to show it right here, like when you're backtesting. On tap. I think that's the same low, right? Oh no, I was looking at 835 low. Whatever, you can see it's clearly SMT. And also, if you just look overall, 15-minute, like there's just SMT because technically we haven't taken out that, like we haven't entered that 15-minute gap on ES. We're very deep in it, and we're actually hitting the CE of the fair value gap on NQ. So that could be considered SMT as well. So we have external SMT, we have internal SMT. We have our higher time frame gap. We have a liquidity sweep because we swept all of these. They're like kind of equal lows, and we swept a lot of liquidity. We're still in that hourly gap. We have IBG, CISD. I mean, this really checks all the boxes. That's here. I'll even I'll even write this out. This is it looks clean. SMT right there. Swept. Next candle. We didn't really close through. Didn't close through. Close through there. Now, normally, if I was just trading IBG, I'd probably still take it, but I wouldn't love it just because like we took 4 candles to go through it. But it's also a CISD, and we took three candles to go down. Like this is a very nice V shape to me. So entered right here long. Stop loss at the lows. It is a very flat stop loss for me, but I took it just because I really, really like this. I targeted London highs. I don't know why. Why is it? There we go. I got a 1.3 RR, I think. Yeah, it was like a 1. It was around there. I don't know. At this line. 1.3 RR right there. I mean, RR for some people is very low. I just thought it was a fat stop loss, and I already knew I was going to be in this trade for a while, so I didn't want to target Asia and New York PM. But I was comfortable targeting London. I knew it was going to be a long trade. I did not know it was going to be that long of a trade. It was a very long trade. Whatever. I mean, it plays out. Only thing, and then we let this play. Here, bro, this is why you have to trust your trades. I mean, a lot of people would be exiting, like, maybe once they get this up candle right here, they're like, all right, I'm out. Like, I'll take, like, no, bro. You already threw your risk on the table. You knew how much risk you're willing to use for this trade. Why, bro? What's the worst that happens? It hits your stop. There's been so many times where I hit my stop, or where I closed my trade out early because I was like, oh, I don't want it to hit my stop, and end up rallying my TP. And honestly, bro, you feel worse when you take it out early. You feel so much worse than just letting it hit your stop. You hit your stop, you move on with your day. If it hits your stop, whatever. You just have to trust in your trade. I mean, didn't draw down for a good amount of time. The only thing better, I will say, well, I'll let this trade play out. I mean, bro, look how long this trade was, and then rally. Oh, and then we finally, I think I hit it there. Oh no, this is where I got edged. Still waiting, and then we finally take it out there. This trade was like, man, this was a long trade. I knew it was gonna be a long trade, but like, come on, bro. Like, market is clearly gonna take out London highs. I pushed to break even. I set my break even here. It was a good break even because I mean, liquidity inside a gap and also inside of an hourly gap. I mean, that's a good break even point. But in my mind, like, I like, if we're bullish, we'll just push past it, which we did. But man, I did not expect it to be that much of a grind for it to push through. I mean, shit happens, I guess. Like, it's fine, but still hit TP. A lot of work for 1.3. The only thing that could be better about this trade is just not such a big stop loss, which what I could have done was, instead of entering right on the CISD, I could have, maybe like waited for it to retest. It's like, oh, okay, I'm comfortable like with like, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'd bottom tick this, bro. No, right here, bro. 15 RR. No, nobody would do that. Maybe I'd like be comfortable like a 35 point stop, or maybe like I'd go by RR. I'd be like, all right, like I'm comfortable like targeting London highs for a 2 RR. Set a limit order. That's what could have been better about this trade. I mean, bro, but it can't be perfect, and if I'm being honest, when I first entered the trade, I didn't realize my stop, which is weird because I literally calculated it. I just didn't acknowledge it was 55 points. But like, I literally calculated because I was like, all right, I have to enter 5 micros here. But like, I like the trade. I was willing to take a bigger size on it. Maybe like bigger size when I mean by stop, not by P&L exactly. But maybe next time, wait for the retest, be a little more patient. That's maybe get better RR for this. But I mean, still a great trade. So yeah, that's basically it. Super simple. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys for the next one.